Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project and Magnetic Reversal News, bringing you a magnetic excursion update Monday, August 26, around 9:30 p.m. Mountain Time, 2024. A 14,000-year-old carving and a landslide in Alaska. Keep calm. It's boom time. A Gilbert woman swept away in the Havasupai flash floods yesterday has been found dead, and the area has been indefinitely closed. As we thought might be the case, here is some chopper footage of that flash flooding just the other day. Unfortunately, someone did lose their life, and now the region has been indefinitely closed. A never-seen-before landslide of this magnitude in Alaska kills one, and at least 3 are injured. Mandatory evacuations are underway in southeastern Alaska City after a landslide leveled homes and businesses, leaving at least 1 person dead and multiple people injured Sunday. Land detached from a hill about 4 p.m. local time, significantly damaging roads and knocking out power, officials with the city of Ketchikan reported. In my 65 years in Ketchikan, I have never seen a slide of this magnitude. The city's mayor, Dave Kiefer, said in a release, "The loss of life that we have encountered is heartbreaking, and my heart goes out to those who lost their homes." Aloha, Hone. Hone is now past the Hawaiian Islands, but now we've got Hurricane Gilma and others following up the lead there. And so Hawaiian residents are on alert as we've got Hurricane Gilma with maximum sustained winds at 110 miles per hour, followed by Tropical Storm Hector. Now, Gilma is expected to drop down into tropical storm strength, then a tropical depression when it is north of the Big Island on Friday, and it makes its way and affects most of the Hawaiian Islands. It will not be a strong hurricane or a tropical storm, just a depression, according to the models. Let's take a look at Hector. Hector's going to take a swing south and go from a tropical storm to a depression, but the waters are warm down here. And just like our prediction of an increasing strength of Hone to hurricane strength that came true, I don't know if I believe that forecast. But believe your very eyes. Lake Tahoe sees its first snow in 20 years. Yeah. In August since 2004, and Al Gore is baffled. Shut up, Al, get in your hole. No bunt cake for Al. But we did have rare snow and century-old cold records falling in California. California's Sierra Nevada mountains experienced a rare August snowfall and record low temperatures this past weekend. A winter-like cold front is how the National Weather Service described it, one that barreled in from the Pacific. Temperatures across the state plummeted, setting new records. In Reno, on August 24th, struggled to get a high of 57 Fahrenheit, which made for the coldest August day in books ever, dating back to 1893. South Lake and Lovelock, likewise, were among the locales, also setting new historic benchmarks. Take a look at Reno. The record lowest max temperature was 74 back in 1989, and that was crushed on the 24th with a high temperature of just 57, a difference of 17 degrees, shattering the old record by 17 degrees. South Lake shattered the old record by 15 degrees, the old record back in 89 for all these regions. Lovelock shattered the old record by 12 degrees. Holy macaroni. And many of the regions saw their lowest temperature ever for August, including Reno and Lovelock, breaking the all-time August record by a full degree. And we're talking regions that are averaging 91 or 92 degrees at this time in August. Something is afoot in the West, and definitely with our weather patterns. La Nina much? Season's greetings. Guess what happened overnight in Wyoming? Yeah, they just got their first snow of the season. As many areas of Wyoming are battling huge wildfires, the first snow of the season fell over Tagwati Pass on Monday morning, according to meteorologist Don Day. It doesn't mean summer's over, but it certainly means summer is on the way out because, well, it's not supposed to snow in summer. Here we can see the Wyoming Department of Transportation highway camera showing falling snow on Tagwati Pass on U.S. Highway 26, 287 near Wind River Lake on Monday morning. And here's the full forecast. Strong to severe thunderstorms for portions of the plains into the Great Lakes. Dangerous heat for the Midwest into the Mid-Atlantic. Strong to severe thunderstorms are expected in the next couple of days from the northern plains to the Midwest, Great Lakes, and into portions of New England and the Mid-Atlantic. Dangerous heat will affect the Midwest, Ohio Valley, and into the Mid-Atlantic, where several new high records are forecast. Monsoonal moisture will affect Four Corners region into the western high plains, where rainfall may be heavy. So heed the warnings and click on your county for more information. Quick look at the GFS model. Move it through 3, 6, 9 hours till tomorrow morning, and you can see the severe weather breaking out over southern Canada here, southeastern Canada, as well as Wisconsin. Overnight, we could see a little severe weather up here, northern Wisconsin, maybe in Minnesota as well. Say it, Minnesota. By Wednesday, we're going to see some severe weather through, it looks like, Illinois, and then that's about it until Thursday, where we could see some pop-up weather in Indiana and Ohio as far as thunder boomers. One American tourist is dead in Iceland following an ice cave collapse. Why can't those ice caves just be nice to us humans? One American man is dead and an American woman is injured in Iceland following a collapse of the Blendemjökull ice cave, Iceland's public broadcaster RÚV said Monday. The rescue operation, which started Sunday evening, is now complete, with police saying that no one was trapped under the ice, according to the public broadcaster. What happened was a group of 23 tourists from several countries were exploring an ice cave at the Blendemjökull Glacier in southeastern Iceland when the incident occurred Sunday, according to the broadcaster. The American couple were rescued on Sunday, but the man was pronounced dead at the scene. Well, he certainly wasn't rescued then, was he? While the woman sustained injuries of unknown severity and was taken to the hospital in Reykjavik. Authorities have launched a massive search for 2 missing people, believe that the 25 tourists were on the trip, and they ended the search Monday after realizing the original group only had 23, all of whom were accounted for. So, hearts, thoughts, and prayers go out to that dead tourist crushed by ice. Seismic update. Interesting quake of note here, 5.1 in Sandpoint, Alaska. No other real quakes of note, 5.6 in Indonesia. Some moderate quakes across the U.S., interesting rumbler on the mid-ocean ridge near Svalbard. Worldwide volcano news for Monday, the 26th of August. Fuego, eruptions persisting there. Sabancaya to 25,000 feet. Nevado de Ruiz on the list. Katamai also on the list. Fuego, possible volcanic ash there. Suanosima to 7,000. Reventador on the list. White Island to 3,000. Ibu puffing and passing to Kono, 9,000 foot puff. Liwatobi to 8,000 foot. Semeru, who knew? Now you do, 14,000 foot puff just hours ago. Sabancaya to 24,000 feet. Fuego, Sabancaya. Abu back on the list. Volcanic ash advisory issued the following report. Let's read a little bit more about Abu in Honshu. There's Abu. Well, nothing much going on. The last eruption at Abu was quite spectacular to 32,000 feet. And that was back in 2022. So maybe Abu's heating up and we could see some pretty high-level activity in the coming days. Interesting. White Island continues to puff and pass with low-level eruptions, and Ibu to 10,000 feet, wrapping up worldwide volcano news for the day. A quick check-in over at the going into the 5th day of the eruption on the Reykjanes Peninsula. The lava flow and the eruption has stabilized into 2 major fissure areas here, 2 major cinder cone regions, which are now consolidating. And, well, they just look fantastic at night now, don't they? So give them a thumbs up over here at Live from Iceland and subscribe to the channel if you can. Space weather news update. Tons of departing sunspots, not much showing up on the limb. No activity, very low level activity at quote unquote solar max. 3-day geomagnetic forecast is all calm. And just 6 hours ago, everyone was psychic. Holy macaroni. Bison licking an insect bite. Yes, a 14,000-year-old lifelike figure carved from a weapon. The small carving was made 14,000 years ago by a group of hunters in Europe. Take a look at the detail. This carving is depicting a bison licking its flank and was made out of a piece of deer antler. The deer antler was once used for throwing spears, but apparently it broke and it was repurposed as potentially a toy or a carving here. Where is it from? It's from the Magdalene Shelter in Saint-Rémy, France. Dated to approximately 14,000 years ago, the prehistoric carving discovered inside a cave in France depicts a steppe bison, a now extinct species of bison that disappeared at the Younger Dryas event 12,850 years ago. It was crafted from a piece of reindeer antler that was previously used as a spear thrower for hunting. Absolutely spectacular. Archaeologists reveal method used by ancient humans to hunt the mighty mammoths to extinction. Well, I'll tell you what the method is. It's stupid scientists writing papers suggesting it. The mammoths and 65 to 70% of all the megafauna in North America went extinct overnight after a massive cometary body broke up, smashed the Laurentide ice sheet, catastrophic melting ensued, millions of ice bolides impacted the eastern U.S. in the form of Carolina Bays, tsunamis washed across the Atlantic, and the world was thrown into a 1,300-year ice age. Has nothing to do with humans hunting mammoths to extinction. Apparently, they missed the memo. And climatologists and weather forecasters might have missed this memo in the form of a paper about historically unprecedented North Gulf of Mexico hurricanes from 1650 to 1250. In fact, what the paper reveals is the most active hurricane seasons and the biggest and most deadly hurricanes occur during grand solar minimums and mini ice ages, the coldest time on Earth. Not when the ocean is warm, when the ocean is cold. The exact opposite of what they've been telling us. They tell us the ocean has to be a certain temperature to form a hurricane, when based on the data in this paper, that couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, some of the most deadly landfalls in Florida happened during the Dalton minimum. How do you like them apples? All the links to all the papers will be below. As scientists warn, grocery shelves may soon be missing pantry staple food because of poor crop conditions, emphasizing the importance of sustainable farming. And the easiest way to farm sustainably with no pesticides and no chemicals is to grow your own. Just like we sell seeds, open pollinated and heirloom from the Alliance of Native Seed Keepers. The cheapest seeds on planet Earth at just $2 per pack, regardless of the variety. If you purchase more than $25 worth of seeds, the shipping is free. Add our coupon code ORP2024, get an additional 10% off. It's as if you're paying for all your food for free. How do you like them apples? And that's a boom to knowledge. Also, you could join us at the Crestone Energy Fair coming up September 14th and 15th in the San Luis Valley in Crestone, where Lee and I will be holding a 2-day permaculture session in our own tent where you can have all the free seeds you want as long as you save them. Hit the thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. Become a Patreon. Support the work we do. Get the seeds and save your butt, perhaps. And be safe. We love you. And that is a boom. We'll see y'all in Crestone. My birthday is Wednesday.